This episode of the Totally Rad Show is brought to you by Netflix. Coming up, Alex and Dan head down to Anaheim to check out this year's WonderCon.
Totally Rad Show.
Totally Rad Show, Totally Rad, Totally Rad Show, Totally Rad, Totally Rad Show, Totally Rad, Totally Rad Show, Totally Rad Show.
So, we are here, Dan and I. We left Jeff at home. We were like, Jeff, you don't get to experience WonderCon. We're here in the first WonderCon to be in Anaheim. Usually this is every year up in San Francisco. Or Fran Francisco.
Fran Francisco.
So WonderCon is sort of like the little brother to the Comic Cons. A lot of the same vendors, a lot of the same comic book people. But it's minus a lot of the like movie, TV show stuff. Right. It's really more of a comic book
and it's run by
convention.
Whoever, comiccon.org, whatever it is. They put on this, they put on New York Comic Con, they put on all the
Chicago
cities, they go
Comic-Con,
around the globe.
yeah.
It just happens to be that San Diego Comic Con becomes Mecca.
Yeah,
you know?
and that's the thing. I think if you've never been to San Diego Comic Con, this is a mind-blowing, massive-scale comic book convention.
Right. If you've never been to
San Diego Comic Con. Yeah. So Dan and I are going to go travel around and check out some of the fun things that we may be able to see. I wish I had one of those.
I'd want one that's like a Roomba, so it's like just, hey, first of all, it vacuum cleans my house.
You mean it comes out, little arm attachment comes out and goes like this?
Or it's under parts.
Don't talk about its under parts.
Or
R2 clean too.
Wait, just that it goes around on its own, right? You know what I mean? Like it just
right.
sits in mind of itself.
You want an automaton. You want a robot.
I want to basically approach me and
you want R2D2.
yeah. Well, but
you don't want a radio controlled R2D2. You want R2D2.
Right.
Women's prison massacre. I think I remember seeing that late night. Oh, dude. Oh man, I totally remember that. Original Xbox, 2 games.
Well, they're releasing it in HD.
Are they?
Yep.
Dude, that is a great game.
Just announced it.
Star Wars, the book about flight.
Oh my God.
Uh-oh.
Remember this? Mystic Places. This is the first Mysterious Features, Time Life books. This is the Time Life books. I had this. I had these 3. Literally these 3.
What is it?
You don't remember the infomercials for Time Life books?
I remember those.
Get the first book, Mystic Places, where you learn about da-da-da. The second book, Mysterious Creatures, where, here. It's only $8? Mystic Places.
I totally remember that.
And the whatever.
Yes, I totally remember that.
Is this not insane?
Oh my God, and you bought it?
I had the set, they were coming every month.
Yes, I remember that.
Mysterious Creatures.
That's maybe where I first fell in love with the Chupacabra.
You needed to,
Oh yeah. Because this is definitely something that me and the missus yell about all the time, which is why are the controllers sitting on the thing? And then I'm like, well, I put them in the drawer, and then they're just sort of in the drawer.
Right, then they're moving.
And they're moving around, and then it just sounds wrong. Dude, it brings you drinks? Are you kidding me? That's awesome. It's like the super tech version of...
It's like the nerd mating call.
That is exactly what it is. A little flutter from your robot.
Yeah.
I am, okay, this is one thing I am on the lookout for. An X-Wing fighter pilot hoodie or jacket.
Oh, okay. Well,
something to go with my...
Seems like that's around here.
Oh, these are ice cubes. Check us out. Yeah, dude, look. That's what it is. You throw that into your glasses. Are you kidding me? I think I'm actually going to do this. Yeah, but look, dude, come on. Han and carbonite.
That is awesome.
That was your ice cubes?
It's a great conversation piece at a
It doesn't start conversations, it ends conversations. Because you know, if I can make Han and ice cubes, I'll put you in fucking carbonite. You keep talking like that. I'm seriously doing this.
Yeah.
And I hate you guys for laughing at
I think
me.
you should. I'm not laughing at you. I think.
Dude,
one of
although,
us
what
should.
about this, man? That's serious.
Also pretty cool. But it won't, that's not gonna fit in a glass. Like,
First
what
off,
do you
my scotch glass right at the bottom.
want? Or you could just constantly all day long. You have
Dude,
to like
drink a scotch.
No, or like have it on your table until it melts, and then.
I'm gonna do those too.
Okay, it's $20.
There you go. Thank you.
All right, so in the Lock and Key series, the Lock family overcomes a lot of challenges in their life. These are represented in the game by 3 different colors. There are white challenges, which represent the mundane or human problems, including people like Sam Lesser. There are blue challenges, which are the mysterious, the ethereal, the strange noises, the ghostly types. Then there are black challenges, which are the shadow army that attacks during the Crown of
Crown of Shadows.
the Crown of Shadows series. So the strength cards, of course, come in the same colors, like so. These range in value from 1 to 7, but there are no 5s and 6s, so 7 is like a big jump in power. You're going to use these different strengths to overcome challenges. You're going to play cards in order to beat the difficulty collectively. So it's a semi-cooperative in that respect.
It's like Cutthroat Caverns.
Yeah, but it ends up resolving out as a competitive game because whoever ends up playing the most cards, let's say that you played that one face down and you played that one face down, at the end of the round everyone flips them up. So when you flip them up, you look and see, did we collectively beat the challenge? Well, the answer is yes, we did. Who played the highest value worth of blue cards?
cool.
You did. But second place also gets a reward. Score the top 2 cards of the strength deck. So you would score these in secret. Nobody knows what they are. You don't even have to look at them. If you're lucky, they could even be higher than that, right? Super lucky, really. Let's face it, you have to be super lucky. All right. So those go into your score pile and nobody knows what those are. You can kind of keep track that he's got 6 points over there, though, and that goes into his score pile.
Got it. Yeah.
These then get cleared. There are also keys in the game. Now, these can be acquired through card play or a special rule, which I'll get to. There's 2 different kinds of keys, one-shot key and reusable key. Keys are kept into your hand until you wish to play them. If it's reusable, you put it out in front of you and it stays out in front of you unless someone steals it. A one-shot key, you use it and then immediately gets shuffled back into the key deck, which means it could come up again at any point, right? All right.
Oh.
Look at that.
Oh, but we both had the
the same
do not
thing.
win, and neither of us won.
Neither of you did it. If this is blue, it'd have to be a blue 4 or a blue 7 for this challenge to work.
Oh, we won
Oh!
So close. All right, you guys failed the challenge.
Yeah, I
so
felt that.
nobody gets it. Nobody
And
gets nothing on
does
that
the key
one.
stays in his hand?
It's reusable, so it sticks
Only if it
around,
says
actually.
reusable. Otherwise, if
It's
you use it, you
reusable.
spend it.
3 if you got a combo going. No, one card it is. All right, and let's see how you do. 1, 1, 4.
Dude, we both did this.
Stop playing my cards!
Hilarious.
All right.
Thankfully, we did beat
You did
it.
overcome it.
Steal 2 random strength
Or
cards.
steal 2. So if someone is in the lead or you just don't like them, you can steal cards from them. All right, everybody gets 1 card. All right, so might as well play them though. Whoa, also 3. Okay, we've gone big time. This is called escalation. If you
Wow, that's hilarious.
Okay, so you guys definitely overcame the 6. You did not get the 1, 2, 3 combo.
Nor
It was
did
not
the only one, so
black
this is
one,
just-
but you did get the 6 points, which is pretty good.
I believe makes me the winner of the game.
It just might. Yep.
Good game, good game, good game. Good game, guys. Good game. I won. Yeah, thanks a lot. All right. So we have just completed our wander through of WonderCon. What did you think? Wondertastic?
Wondertastic. Yeah, it's a good time. I mean, it's
It's a little underwhelming at first when you get here and you're thinking it's going to be Comic-Con at
right.
Anaheim.
And it's basically the show floor, as we said at the top. It's basically the show floor of San Diego Comic-Con without all the crazy panels. Although there are panels here, but
yeah.
But it's missing the pizzazz. It's missing the congestion, which is a good thing.
A very good thing. There's still a lot of cosplay, but not as much.
Right, there isn't as much cosplay, which is part of the fun of the conventions. But even without the movie TV panels, just their presence on the show floor brings a lot to the show floor.
Right, exactly.
And that's not
There's
here
no big
either.
booming, Warner Brothers booth
or like
or
the car from the Avengers movie or whatever.
The scale is just a notch below.
Right.
But that said, if you're in Anaheim, if you can't go to the San Diego
Right.
Comic-Con, you didn't get a ticket because it's so sold out, this is a great way to experience that.
Absolutely.
Living, breathing sort of people enjoying
Right.
the same things coming together. And we got to see some cool things.
Yeah, I think getting the demo of the Lock and Key game, I don't know that could have happened at San Diego.
I don't think any of that stuff would have happened because a lot of that stuff gets thrown under the carpet because
Right.
you got so many other major things to see.
Right. So that was
And I bought
cool.
some ice cube. I bought the ice cube, Star Wars ice cube trays that I've been wanting to buy.
Right,
See them
right,
online.
right.
I just never pulled the trigger.
Right.
It's easy to pull the trigger on things that you see online. You're like, oh, I would totally love that.
Right.
It's so much easier to pull the trigger here because you're
Yeah.
like, I got $20.
And you
I like ice cubes.
When you come to a convention, you kind of want to leave
You
with
gotta
something.
leave with something.
You don't want to, because like they regularly go home and order that online.
Yeah, but theoretically,
But you want to come home and like be able to have that ice right away.
I'm gonna do that tonight.
We mentioned Lock and Key card game.
Yeah.
We were talking about how it's very similar to
Cutthroat Cavern, one of our favorite games.
Yeah, we've for some reason not played it on the show, but it happens to be our favorite or one of our favorite board
Card
game
games.
card games. So Lock and Key game, awesome.
And
some
made me
spoilers
realize-
for I'm not read the latest trade, and there's some spoilers for that in the game.
Most definitely. Plus,
But-
it's great for. It reminded me of how much I really enjoyed that comic. Do you know what I mean?
Lock and Key, yeah.
Lock and Key.
The game is all, as you saw us playing, the game is all the art from the comics.
Yeah.
And it because that comic had the concept really lends itself to a game in that, because it was sort of it's like you have these keys that have these different abilities,
Yeah.
and like it makes sense for that to be a game, and I thought it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I hope that it means that there's going to be companies like, what is it, Cryptozoic, that are going to be taking these properties that may not be the massive, big deal properties, but that deserve their own, games involved. So they have a guild game
For
that's coming up.
their
against-
lore to be mined.
Yeah, we need more lore mining.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great time.
It was a great time. Anything else that stood out from walking around?
We got to go shopping some more because I want to get the hoodie.
Right, you want a Star Wars hoodie?
Yeah. And I might want to buy an RTG too.
Always cool steampunk stuff. We saw a couple of cool
always
steampunk
cool.
things here.
Yeah. The comic selection. I mean, if you are looking to buy comics, this is the place to come.
Well, yeah. That's the weird thing about that is that
What
you
is
can
it?
order any of it online.
well, but
I mean,
that's
if there's any
anything.
comic, Amazon. I mean, 50% off graphic novels is a pretty great discount. That's everywhere
Yeah.
here, so that is pretty good.
Yeah.
I will
And a
say
lot
that.
of times you won't. There's something about being able to pick something up and go, yes, I do want this,
Right.
rather
So-
than looking at a picture of something and going, meh. But
Yeah.
also it helps because sometimes you'll see something that you're like, I remember seeing that online, and I don't want that.
That's true.
That's not what I thought it was.
And you know what else? Like here, we get to walk around and go, oh my God, time slip or whatever,
Yeah, yeah,
rock
yeah.
lords, GoBots.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, whereas, you have to remember to look for it online,
yeah.
on YouTube, whatever.
It's basically
Here you
like
get
a
to,
nostalgic
actually-
walk through your
Yeah,
past.
yeah.
And there's some great tabletop games. We were going to sit down and get a test of this sort of Warhammer type game.
Right.
There's a lot of different stuff. If you like any of that stuff, this is a really great way to get into things that you may never have been on. It's sort of like Stumble Upon for geeks.
In live action.
In live action.
IRL.
IRL. All right,
right.
people. That's WonderCon. See you. All right, everybody, stick around. We're going to be answering one of your Twitter questions right after this. But first, we want to thank our sponsor, Dan Trachtenberg.
That's right, Netflix,
Sweet
guys.
spots.
Netflix streams TV shows and movies directly to your home, saving you time, money, and hassle. As a Netflix Unlimited member,
the
you
hassle
can
in a jar.
instantly watch TV episodes and movies streaming directly to your PC, your Mac, your brand new iPad HD and beyond. It doesn't even. Your brand new iPad.
There's no name. There's no name.
I know, it doesn't even compute. Or on your console, your 360, your PS3, or your Wii. So you can watch as many movies or TV shows as you want, anytime you want. You can cancel at any time. And for a limited time, you can get a free 30-day trial membership. Go to www.netflix.com/TRS to sign up. Also, if you're in the UK or Ireland, you can now get a free trial for Netflix. as well as Netflix itself. So go to netflix.co.uk/TRS for the UK, or in Ireland, netflix.ie/TRS.
Also, if you're
Amazing.
there, you can also get Bangers and Mash.
Yes.
I was just pointing that out.
Yeah, there's a lot of different things you can get. Some stuff.
An English breakfast.
Hey, don't forget to send in your backgrounds. They're fun to have.
Fans at TotallyRadShow.com.
Join us tomorrow for our review of the TV show Missing.
Today's Twitter question comes to us from @cup_o_t.
Or
Hey.
tilde.
When he asks when it is time
Well,
for
we don't
your
know.
he or she asks when it is time for your kids to watch Star Wars, do you start with originals or prequels? Now, I know the correct answer to this question.
As do I.
Drew McWeeny over at HitFix put out the Film Nerd 2.0 segment that is wonderful. You should read it, where he showed his kids the sextilogy
Whoa. Don't
No.
say kids and then sex right like that. It's not right.
for the first time.
And
showed
I'd like
his
to say
kids-
I'm uncomfortable with
And
the
he
word
showed
trilogy.
them in the following order, which is episode 4,
4.
episode 5.
5.
You watch Journey of Luke Skywalker
And then
against Darth Vader. Episode 5 happens. Oh my God, that's his father. And then episodes
Flashback.
1, 2, and 3, flashback.
But have you
and then
seen-
episode 6, what?
Go ahead.
And then,
Oh.
and then episode 6 is the cathartic end resolution to all that has been built up that whole time.
Awesome.
Really
Have you heard
cool.
of the machete version of that? Which I think is even
Oh.
superior, where you go
Yeah.
4, New Hope,
Yeah.
Empire Strikes Back,
Right.
episode 2, episode 3,
Right.
Return of the Jedi,
Skipping one.
leave out 1, it never happened, it
Right.
adds no information, the characters introduced in it do nothing, it really adds nothing.
The problem is, one,
There is
as
a movie
the-
that then the kids have not
as well,
seen.
that news that
they
too-
will see.
Well, first of all, there's that. That's true.
But then when you're done with the whole thing, you can go, oh, there's this weird
No, but
lost episode.
I disagree. First of all,
That
it
is a
has
piece of shit.
It has, as Peter Serrano was talking about this, about that Topher Grace thing. It has one of the best lightsaber battles. Episode 1 does have probably the best lightsaber battle of any of the whole.
Yeah, but the
That's
ending
true.
is so borked.
2, I think it's really cool that you it's young, little kid. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you see him as I think that intellectually is cool.
I don't.
especially for a kid. We're talking about
Yeah.
what we're gonna show a kid. He would be like, "Oh my God, Anakin Skywalker! I'm Anakin Skywalker."
Well, I mean, that's exactly why Lucas did it, I think.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And you know.
I like that
ruined a lot of
idea.
stuff.
That's a very good. That's mind blowing.
But
True.
yeah, it's really cool to have that
statement.
be a flashback. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Agreed. And and you get the
Yeah.
you still get the umph of End of Empire Strikes Back, and then you still get the finality to the third one.
Yep.
So it's really is the finality. It's not.
Oh yeah, and then we get to watch these.
Yeah.
Smart.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's the
Cup of tea.
answer.